Hello and welcome back here to Bally Springs as we are beginning a week of trying to save Grandpa's farm here in this series, and our goal for this week is to finish up the year one of this and see if we're able to at least save Grandpa's farm this year. If we survive this year, then I think we're golden, but the big question is, can we survive? And these greenhouses are going to be a big part of it, I think, at least in helping us with our monthly bills. And we do have a lot of vegetables here to deliver to the restaurant. And I do say our monthly bills because, well, if you remember in the last episode, we have our loan payment, we have the monthly cost from the restaurant, plus the monthly cost of the distillery, which altogether comes to about $35,000 a month. So we need to make at least $35,000 in a month just to break even, which, as you can see in the top right, we only have 40,000. So right now, after next month, we're broke, which is not good. So we got to make some money fast. Otherwise, we will not make it till the end of the year. So we're going to start here. We're going to grab our trailer here, get all of the vegetables loaded up onto that, and get them delivered over to the restaurant. And while I head over here and grab the tractor and get all those loaded up onto the trailer, let's go ahead and run the intro. And we got the first load of vegetables all loaded up here. And yes, I did say first load because guess what? We had so much this time of year that, we're going to have 2 loads, which is awesome. This gives me hope that we actually might make enough to cover our cost. So let's get this backed up here and get this sold to the restaurant. And hopefully that will make us some good money on that. Now, in case you were wondering, just like a little bit of a recap here on how we're working out the financial parts of this is I have daily deductions down for the restaurant for $10,000 a month, plus another daily deductions for $10,000 a month for the distillery. So together, $20,000 a month is coming out of our account, which, yeah, it's just painful to think about that. So with that, what we can do is, we can sell stuff to the restaurant to offset that cost because we've already deducted our expenses from it. All right, so these 2 items did not sell, so let's get these flipped over here real quick so they can sell. And then we're gonna head back to the farm, grab a load, and get it sold. All right, I got the rest of the vegetables here, plus some strawberries from my personal garden. And figured, hey, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. So let's get these sold here. And the thing I'm looking for is if we could hit 75,000, that means we made that magic number of 35,000 to break even for the month. But honestly, if we're anywhere from here on, I'm happy because at this, we're 73,000. So we made about 33,000. That's good. 35,000 would be better. But this slows down the rate, how soon we're going to go bankrupt. And the major thing here is I just need to slow down enough to where we can sell some other stuff. And the big thing here, right here on the left, this grass field, it's ready to be mowed. So we're going to head back up here to the farmyard. Let's get this mowed. And we'll probably make some hay bales. And I'm going to see if I can lease a silage baler from the store, rent it or lease it. Because if we can do that, the silage bales are quicker to make and they are worth a whole lot more money. But let's get started on the mowing here. So I'll get this put away, grab the mower, and get started on the field. Well, I went ahead and hired a worker, which, given our financial situation, may not seem smart, but It is. And the reason for that is while that worker is mowing the grass field, we can hop on the other tractor, head down to the dealership, and try and pick up a silage baler to well, save time, because it's going to take a very long amount of time to get that huge, I do mean huge, grass field mowed. On top of that, we also need to ted it, and some of it, and we're going to bale up some of it to make hay so we have food for our sheep. We're also going to make silage bales, hopefully, if we can get a baler. And yeah, just that's all takes time, and but this way we can multitask. So let's head down to the store and see about getting a all-in-one silage baler. Well, we picked up this really nice McHale bale, awesome baler, and we're gonna get started here on doing some silage bales here on the headlands. And this definitely will take a while because we have a whole lot of baling to do because we have a whole lot of grass. So we're going to produce a ton of bales. I mean, that's how far we got. Now, granted, these are silage bales, so they're only, for the small ones, only 3,500 liters. But this is going to take a while. But this is good because each one of those is going to be worth some money. So that's awesome. Now, I do not plan on baling up this entire field into silage. I do plan on making some hay bales. And for the hay bales, what we'll do is we'll use our tedder to make some of that. And then we're going to use our Heston baler to make some square hay bales so that we can keep some feed for the sheep and the cows. Let's continue on with this and get all this grass baled up. And our worker finished up all the mowing. So since she was done with that, put away the mower, and then I had her take over the baling for us, and so I could start on the tedding. So she's going to work on baling up all the up and down rows here, which is the majority of the grass. And I figured, you know what, we're just going to ted up the headlands here and make the hay, because we really don't need a whole lot of hay because we don't have a lot of animals. So I'm going to continue on with getting all of the headlands tedded up, and then we will head around and get this all baled up with our Heston baler. And this here is the last of the silage bales, and there was a lot of them. I know you're looking at that and going, that's not that many. No, this stack here is actually just an overflow, and actually of bales I'm going to keep for feeding the cows. We don't need a whole lot because we have all baby calves right now, but they're growing, and by the end of this year they'll be a lot older. They'll be more of adult cows. But yeah, we actually got a whole lot. In fact, you can now see it here, the big stack. So that is all of the silage bales that we got. And let's actually head over here. So we actually have in total 80 silage bales, and each one of these is 3,500 liters of silage. Well, it will be once it ferments. And I am hoping that makes us some good money, and if it does, then we're going to survive this year. If it doesn't, then it's still up in the air. So our crops won't really bring us money because we're pretty much dumping them into the distillery to make alcohol for the restaurant, and that takes time. It's a slow burn on that. Let's head up here, and I'm going to grab the Heston baler and bale up all the hay. All right, this is the old Heston baler, and I actually kind of excited to see how it works. I have not used one of these before, so definitely kind of waiting to see. I do know from when Grandpa had this that the bales it makes are really huge. They're a lot bigger than normal. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. The square bales. I mean, I do say square bales are easier to stack if you're making hay. If you're making like hay for silage, though, I do prefer the round bales. But let's get the rest of this baled up here. We'll get it loaded into our trailer, and then we'll get it all put away into the shed, which I'm not gonna lie, will be a little bit of a challenge because these bales are heavy, but Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure the telehandler can handle that because it's the one my grandpa used. So there shouldn't be any issue with that. So let's finish up here and get these bales into our shed. All right, I was worried about nothing. I totally forgot that my granddad had a weight to put in the back of this. So yeah, it has no issues moving these bales around. But let's get these loaded onto the trailer and then get the rest of the bales. I actually did end up hiring a worker once I finished the headlands. The worker is going around and doing the up and downs. So we'll continue on with this and get the rest of it all baled up and put away. I just want to take a moment here and sit and relax by the pond like my grandparents used to do. I can see why they did this. Man, this is relaxing. Really relaxing. But I need to go meet Mia and William and talk about what we need to do to get the distillery back up and running. So yeah, let's get back to it. All right, just to make sure our worker is ready to go and rolling the grass field, which really helps kind of aerate it out a little bit and help it have optimal health. Let's go ahead and back up here. And I really can't see. There we go. See better this way. And I also do miss the Land Rover, but you know what? This gets us from point A to point B, and the deal we made on that really helped keep us afloat for a couple of months. So it had to be done. But let's head over and head down to the restaurant. We're going to meet with Mia and also William to talk about the distillery and what we need to do to get that up and running. Hey Mia, good to see you again, and great to meet you, William. I've been wanting to hear all about the distillery and what you need.
Good to finally meet you, Rambo, and I did hear from Justin that we got the permits, and so we're pretty much ready to go. As far as most of the ingredients, we do have those provided with our partners from the contract that your granddad worked out, God rest his soul. So all we're going to need from the farm is just some barley, wheat, and yeast. Now on the yeast, I could see you planted potatoes. And I kind of wish you had talked to me before you'd done that, because we don't have a way of getting yeast from potatoes. We've always kind of bought it, just because we don't have the ability to do that. That we could add that production onto it, but every time costs a lot of money.
I mean, we could use some of those over at the restaurant, but there's not enough. You can't really store potatoes, so to be totally honest, yeah, I kind of agree with William here. I probably wouldn't have done potatoes either. I think your best bet is you probably just have to sell those.
Yeah, I probably should have talked with you guys first. But it's done. Say, Mia, how was the vegetables? Was that enough? Was that too much? I wasn't sure.
Oh, I am glad that you mentioned that, because I was mean to talk to you about that, and yes, you delivered way too much. Our needs are maybe 3,000 liters a month, so for now, your limit is 3,000 liters per month is the most we can accept.
Yeah, I knew I was pushing my luck, but I wanted to make sure you were all taken care of, Mia. Give you plenty of food there. But yeah, I will keep it under 3,000 liters going forward. And William, I will let you know as soon as the wheat and barley fields are ready to be harvested, so we can I'll start making some whiskey, because that's the thing I'm really hoping is going to save this farm. But yeah, thank both of you for meeting, and I know in the future I'll talk to you before I start planting crops. But I need to get back out here in the field, because right now I'm paying someone to roll grass, and I can do that myself.
Well, be sure and come back when you're done. I'll make you something special for dinner.
Oh, sure thing. I can never say no to a beautiful woman that can cook. Well, given that it's a little bit later, I went ahead and sent the worker home because I just didn't want to pay that overtime rate. It gets pretty expensive pretty fast. So I'm going to finish rolling this field myself. Let me get this picked up here. There we go. Let's get turned around. And yeah, hopefully this won't take too long, but this is a very large grass field. as witnessed by the big stack of bales we got, which hopefully it brings us lots of money. All right, let me get this lowered down here. There we go. But yeah, we have all of that over there to still grow, and yeah, this is gonna take a while. Hopefully it won't be too late though and get done, because now I'm kind of hungry because Mia is an amazing cook, and yeah, I kind of want to eat dinner now. So I'm gonna hurry up and get this done here, and hopefully it won't be too late because I'm starving. But yeah, I'm gonna continue on getting this done because as quickly as possible. Well, I just texted me and let her know I'll probably be done in about 20 to 30 minutes. I know it looks like there's not much left over here, but it gets wider down at the other end of the field, so yeah. But we're almost done, which is good because I'm starving. Mia is an amazing cook. Can't wait to check it out. But let me get turned around here, and I'm gonna continue on with this, and then go grab some dinner, and yeah, call it a day. But if you want to keep watching more farming sim content, I will definitely put a link over there on the right side here where you can go check out our series over on Court Farms that we just wrapped up last week. And be sure and stick around for Wednesday for the next episode here on Bally Springs. Hope to see you there, and hope you have a wonderful day.